Recording in progress.
So, am I still sharing my sound? No, it
No.
doesn't matter because we're about to change. And well, I'll just do this for now. So, do. Ling, where we last left off, while you were on the road towards Baldur's Gate, you had fallen asleep on your watch and woken up to the feeling of a bolt in your side. You already took the damage, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I already marked down the 4.
All right.
And I awoke with a high-pitched, shrill scream.
So, Kindle and Ling
Love that for us.
some initiative.
Great. Love that. So much.
11.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, she's one.
13.
All right. Give me 1 second because my laptop decided to be mean. You said, what was your initiative, Kindle? Kindle, what was your initiative?
13.
What is your dex?
My dex is +1.
Okay. All right. And Ling, what is your initiative?
I have an 11 with a +1. 11 total, but it's a 1 for the dex. That matters. Probably not.
Yes. And they have so Ling, you wake up to the bolt in your side, shout out in pain. Kindle, you are suddenly woken up by this shout of pain.
Scream.
This scream, yeah. As the encroaching were-rat points the crossbow one more time. Crossbow, right? Crossbow. It's a hand crossbow. Points it one more time at Ling. So, Ling, does an 18 hit?
Yes, I'm 16.
You get 7 points of piercing damage as another bolt comes flying. I'm using my digital dice. If it's too much, I will switch to physical dice. I just didn't feel like grabbing them from my drawers. 7 more points of damage as another crossbow comes and hits you square in the shoulder. Oof. And the were-rat just kind of smiles, feeling pretty good about the ambush that he has set up, as 3 giant rats come skittering out of different spots in the wood.
Nah, it's not funny. I've got skew.
Kindle, you are in your tent, which is, I mean, it's pretty open. It's basic camping gear.
Mm-hmm.
And you are suddenly woken up. You're prone because you're laying down, and you hear these shouts, successive shouts. What would you like to do?
Do I see any of these were-rats?
Are you peeking your head out of your tent?
Yes.
You peek your head out of your tent, and sure enough, you see the were-rat and 3, or you would see from your angle, 2 giant, like this is rodents of unusual size, coming out of the
Love it.
woods, heading in your direction.
The ROUSs?
Yep.
I don't believe they exist. Great. So she's going to step out of her tent and see the rat that's closest to her. And just or can she see? Hold on. The map that you have on here is different than the one that I'm seeing on mine.
Do you guys see on your map the tokens of the where
I'm
rats?
not seeing the enemies on ours.
No, I only see the one at the top.
It
there it is.
unselected them when I thought I had allowed them to be unhidden, and it re-hid them.
All right, now I see.
You would see rat one.
Number 1
is the closest to you. You also see directly across from you the were rat, which is 4. And there's 2 next to him, and a little bit forward.
Yeah, so she sees rat number 1, and just kind of goes, ah! Oh! And casts firebolt.
Roll.
Please don't fuck me up. You fucked me up.
Ooh.
Does a 6? No, sorry. No, I completely read that wrong. Okay, sorry. 9. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 misses.
Damn it. Okay. Can I do any bonus actions? No. Okay, that's all I can do.
Are you going to stay in your tent?
She's directly in front of it, so she stepped out of it.
Okay. So you would have moved like here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then you're standing, so now you have your full movement again, because it takes half your movement to stand up. So for your next turn, you'll be back to your average.
Cool. Yeah.
Anything
She
else you would like
just to stay there. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all that I can do. So.
All right, Ling, you are up. You are sitting down, and you've been shot twice.
Yeah. I'm gonna scream out, motherfucker! And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. So that increases my AC by 2. And then I'm going to get up and walk over to this little fucker and double hand my battle axe into its skull.
All right, roll.
Sounded so pleasant.
Oh no. Plus how much to hit? Wait, weird. Hang on, not used to a paladin. Fucking, oh, right. Plus 6. 10 to hit.
10 misses.
Yeah. Fuck. That's all I can do, I think.
All right. It is now the rat's turn.
Oh boy.
The first rat
Oh boy.
is going to... Ling, you walked right up to it. Gonna try and take a bite at you. God. Does a 23 hit?
Oh, God. Yes.
I'm gonna reload.
I'm sorry, what?
Does you take 4 points of piercing
4?
damage.
Okay.
As you swing at it, it scurries out of the way and then lunges at your ankles and bites at you. But it's a large rat, so it's not going for your ankle, it's going for like your thigh.
Entire leg.
Yeah, it's like on your thigh. But you're able to pull out of its grip and it rips, the teeth rip against your skin. The second rat, why does that, oh, okay. Second rat is going to go towards Fove because Fove is closer. 5, 10, 15. And make a bite attack at Fove. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Okay. Bove, who's still laying down in their mat, sat up at the sound of the screaming and looked over to watch a rat come flying over and take a chunk out of her shoulder.
Oof.
She's not very happy.
I wouldn't be either.
She takes, yes, a little bit.
This is dangy. Dangy.
All right. This one, 5, 10, 15. This is so awesome. The third rat is going to come right here. Over to you, Kindle, as you have stepped out of your tent.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Does a 17 hit?
Does a 17 hit?
Level 2. Level
2.
You take 4 points of piercing damage as this thing lunges at you, and you're able to pull your arm out of its mouth, but the teeth scrape and tear. Ouch. Meanwhile,
fucking bitch.
back at.
Meanwhile. Meanwhile. God damn it.
Back over at Candlekeep. Renji.
What?
It has been a couple weeks since the incident with the mansion. And you were there when the books attacked in the library, correct? The Gingwatsum?
Yeah.
So you remember that. It's only been a day or so since then. But you got caught up in your research. And the book stopped attacking, right? It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're laying in bed, it's about 2 a.m, and you've been trying to sleep. But there's a little voice has been unwilling to let you. Just a lot of, aren't you tired of all of this useless sitting around? There's got to be something better we could be doing.
It sounds like you're real tired of your voice.
What exactly do you think you can accomplish staring at these useless pages here? There's nothing for you in these walls. Nothing but mind-numbing, droning laps of paper. I am bored out of my mind.
That sounds like a personal problem.
We could be doing something so much more interesting. Your friends are. They've left you behind, or did you not notice?
I chose to stay behind.
Oh. Too bad. I would like you to make a...
By the way, guys, this might go really south, so I fucking apologize in advance. Wisdom saving throw?
With disadvantage.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck, that was a 19. Nine.
Yes! As you are sitting in your bed, trying your damnedest to just push that voice out, you hear, oh, too bad. And you feel your perspective shift as where you were laying on a bed, your body is shunted into a camp in the middle of the woods.
The bitch teleported me out, shit, bite!
She's bored.
Oh,
Where you
shit.
see Ling bleeding with 2 bolts stuck in them.
Profusely, might I add.
Kendall getting snatched and attacked by a rat. You two watch as all of a sudden Renji has appeared floating in the air and then just dropped to the ground. It's not even that you just like appeared laying on the ground. You appeared where like the bed would be and fell that foot flat on your back.
Oh, Greg, what the fuck?
With your equipment, because you don't sleep in it, neatly piled next to you.
Nice of you to fucking show up. No.
Not by choice.
Let's play. Roll initiative.
What the actual fuck?
Oh, wait, no. Because I did poorly on the wisdom saving throw. Which do I reach for?
Just roll initiative.
Fuck. Oh,
Oh,
guys,
boy.
I'm so sorry. Oh. Fucking natural 20 plus
Natural
5.
20. That means that you are next up in initiative.
Oh.
Because you are at the
Jeez, man.
you are at the top of the round. She
Oh,
moved
fucking
you.
hell.
She moved you into combat, but she hasn't crept in to try and make you pick which weapon to take. She just got you where she needed you to go. Both of your weapons are next to you on the ground in the typical style that you stash them as you would have next to your bed. It's just like you and your stuff just like moved.
Fucking Christ.
Well, now I'm officially very afraid of this blade.
And Ling and Kindle real quick make a perception check as Renji arrives.
Fun. Perception.
Fucker.
I'm actually going to take it upon myself to make another wisdom saving throw because I rolled really poorly.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
roll-
12.
12 and a what?
7. My dice 8 late.
All right. You just you're both so focused on what's happening, you didn't even notice until all of a sudden you heard a grunt of "Oof!" as they hit the ground, and you turn, and all of a sudden Renji is fucking there.
What the actual fuck?
How do I get a token on there?
How do you get it? What?
How do I get my token on there?
Don't worry about putting it onto onto Shard. We're gonna just tell me what your role is. A natural 1. On instinct, you see a were-rat around the corner. You fell, by the way.
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to balance that map, and you fell you are on the ground. You fell here, and you are prone. Right in the middle of the camp, right next to the campfire, which makes you even a little bit more perturbed. And
Just
right
like-
next to your, so right next to you, your swords are right to your side, and right on the other side of that is a giant rat. And you just, out of instinct, grab the first thing that you can, that is on the pile. But it's the wrong blade.
Oh no!
Because
Oh,
you're
no.
a natural fucking one.
Oh no!
Yeah.
With that in
Okay.
mind, Renji, it is your turn.
I need a new character.
Okay. Me and Sarah have talked about this.
Okay. Which is not anything good, but continue.
Will you bear with me just so I can give you a visual reference?
Oh, great. Love it. Oh. Oh, I know what this is. I think.
Right now, Mitch. Oh, Mitch is already going to get it. Fuck it, let's do this shit. I mean, it wasn't.
Sorry.
I was gonna say that for now you just draw the blade and nothing else has happened, but it was an actual one.
Yeah, no,
you
so
could
we're
have gone full. Like it's
So
no, you're not in control.
No, we're pulling
Yeah.
out all the stops. So,
Oh,
in the
boy.
flash, just out of curiosity, do you go by the rule of half movement to get up from prone, or just 5
Yes.
feet? Because half
Half.
movement.
Yep.
All right. So, but still, you guys see in a flash, because Renji's quick, grabs one blade and in a spin, bellows from Renji crimson and black smoke, and you blink, and suddenly he's wearing this.
Oh shit!
That's
And
what
you've
I
fully
thought.
drawn the blade.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So, make an attack against the rat. You've appeared out of nowhere. You have advantage.
Oh, 21.
That hits.
Yeah, no, he's doing this two-handed as well, so that is 7 points of slashing damage.
So for everyone else, Ling and Kindle, you watch Renji appear out of nowhere, grunt, say, "Really?" and then grab a sword, and then stand up in a fit of smoke, a new mask across the face, no longer saying anything, and swipes down two-handed onto the top of this rat and cleaves it in half. And then stands and then just turns. Posture has changed completely and just rotates towards, for now, rat number 3. Yes.
I would like to use my reaction to quiet. That's it.
Renji, on your next turn, I will let you know what's happening to you.
Oh boy.
As my bonus action.
Okay.
So I still have some movement, correct?
You do.
As my bonus action, I will pivot around the campfire. There. And Fury of Blows. And that
All right,
is...
Flurry. And Fury of Blows are unarmed. So the sword stays within your hand, but you're basically using the hilt and your offhand to butt at it. Are they still unarmed with... It should still be unarmed?
No,
even though you're sensei, or is it different?
No, it is unarmed. But basically after the swipe, and again in a flash, he's at the third rat, and there's a double spin kick.
Okay.
I was about to say, does he do that anime thing where he just goes and then the thing's freaking dead?
I mean, that's basically what
That's-
he just did to the rat.
Yeah,
He basically did a kendo, two-handed hit over the head.
just like Iaido draw cut, just gone. So for the first few blow, oh boy, that's 24,
That hits.
and the second 17
That hits. Roll your damage on the first one first.
on the first one.
Yep.
Max damage, 9 points of bludgeoning.
9 points of, so the second one, you manage to kick, and the neck twists, and it falls dead. Your
Ooh,
third
Bro.
hit. Your third
Oh.
hit. Just roll your damage.
Oh boy.
oh no. That's minimal damage. That's 6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning. Kendall, I need you to make a dex save.
Oh
I
no!
fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh no!
Fucking called it. I was like, it's gonna be me, and it's me.
You're the next closest.
Well, I guess instead of being a changeling turned into Krillin, I could make actual Krillin.
7.
7. You take the full
7.
6 points of damage as you're like,
Oh.
oh, you're here. And Renji just continues that kick right towards you, hitting you square in the chest.
Oh, I'm hurting.
Oh,
I
no,
am hurting.
you're very likely being winded as well.
Yeah.
That
And
is a
I'm
straight.
hurting.
Renji,
Mm-hmm.
your mind seems to be floating detached. You no longer have control over your body at this moment.
Lovely. Love that.
All you see, make a perception check real quick.
17.
17. As you're looking around yourself right now, all you see is what looks like was probably at some point a wheat field, but it's all hazy, burned, and soaked in blood.
Okay.
Next up is the were-rat.
Great.
So, the were-rat has now watched 2 of his rats just fucking fall out of nowhere. He's just like, oh, shit, where did he come from? Evening, and turns and fucking runs. Yeah, he just fucking bolts. He's
No.
he's out. He's bye. Bye.
Mm-mm.
He's
None
gone.
of us could use our
leaving.
reaction to.
He's too
No.
far away.
No, but I could use my
Fine.
action. Still have
Alright,
command.
So he was here, and his full movement is 30. And yeah, okay. So I moved him to 30, but he used his action to dash. He's just fucking gone.
Oh
Just
fuck.
be aware.
Okay.
Like he's
Aw.
like, I didn't like those rats that much.
You know what? They were dicks.
All right. It is now Kindle's turn. You just got shit kicked by your
Yeah.
friend, who is now staring at you, a terrifying mask across the face. Where the eyes are is only like a rusty red. and his posture has. Well, make an insight check.
Okay.
Make an insight check on him.
Okay. Insight. Okay.
Also, can I just say how cute it is? The little animation for when I press that something is dead.
I know I actually really like that.
Like a cute.
It's just
12.
That skull looks so
12.
sad as well. It's just like, oh.
I'm not rolling really good. I'm gonna try and use another dice.
You're still very new to knowing Renji as an individual, but the way they're holding themselves is just different. There's a more imposing, strict posture.
Okay.
What I will say is, for the most part, Renji is like quite not hunched, but like has that forward-leaning posture most of the time.
Not anymore.
He is just straight
up.
Straight up. Chest puffed.
They're fully straight up. Their head and they're holding their chin up higher. It's very
parallel to the floor.
What I will say as well, now that his posture's up, you can see the tonnage through the clothes. Like, this boy has some power in him.
What would you like to do seeing this?
My rolls are shit tonight. Yeah, so she's panicking. She knows that demeanor. She knows the kind of like the don't fuck with me posture. She's very familiar with that. She is now absolutely terrified. And
while I will say, while you're used to a don't fuck with me posture, this is, while there is a menacing nature to it, this is less malicious.
But he still fucking kicked the shit out of me.
Kicked the shit out of you. It doesn't give. I'm saying it's not going to give you flashbacks of a specific individual who would loom.
No,
over
I'm not.
You.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she's being triggered. I'm saying she's like, oh shit. She's like, okay, that's not fun. Renji, darling, you should probably snap out of it. And she's going to cast another firebolt towards the other rat.
Oh,
okay. Roll.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh, roll damage.
Oh,
love that for me. So that's 25 total.
Yeah, it is toast. Ling, you went
sorry, it was 25 to hit. Max damage, 10 points of fire damage.
Still, I thought it was 25. I'm like, level?
No. No, I wish.
Either way, Ling, as you're standing over this thing that just bit the shit out of your calf and thigh, you stumble backwards a little bit, which gives Kindle the right move to go snap the fuck out of it to Renji and send a firebolt that goes right past you. You can feel the heat on the side of your leg. Ooh. And it is cinders.
Fun headcanon about Kindle. When she casts her magic, it's very much like Wanda Maximoff.
Oh, cool.
So.
And firebolt is a cantrip, correct?
Yes, it is a cantrip.
Okay. Yeah, that is all 3 rats.
And I'm going after that motherfucker. It's personal now.
It's personal now.
We are still in initiative. So, Kindle, is there anything else you wanted to do first?
No, she's cast the spell, watched the rat die, and is now like doing the side-eye glance at Renji. Of like, are you gonna please tell me you're gonna stay there?
Ling, it is now your turn.
Right. Now that rat is dead, I'm going to move 30 feet this way. So I'm within 60 feet of the rat fucker. And in a deep, booming voice, I'm going to cast the spell Command Approach!
Okay.
Wisdom 15. Saving throw.
It's going down for real.
Wisdom what?
Wisdom 15.
Roll a 13.
Yes!
So
Nice.
he stops in his place and starts to turn on his turn. He can follow that directive.
Yep.
All right. So it is now top of the round. It is Renji's turn. Renji,
Oh boy.
I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Also, want to make sure I got the fuck out of that.
That was a natural 3.
Oh god.
You see yourself standing in a raised, blood-soaked field of some kind. Everything seems to be in desaturated shades. And you can see what look like might be figures, but all that they are is smoke and shadow and memory as they pace the field. Just one figure seems to just be walking past. But you can't seem to think of a way out of wherever you are. Is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
Do I recognize this person?
There's not enough features to see if this is a person. All you see is it looks almost like it could be the form of an individual, but all it is almost like a black flame that flickers around the form. But make a perception check.
Okay. That's a natural 20. Where were you earlier?
While you do not recognize any features on the face of this individual, you can just tell by the way that they're walking that the form is probably female. And much more clearly, you see a familiar blade on the hip.
So how far is this figure away from me?
About 20 feet. It looks like they're heading down what might have been just walking through part of that field. They're just wandering slowly, but in a straight line, like they're going somewhere.
Perfect. I cast light on the blade on the hip.
Of the individual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You cast light. You see
If you target an object held or worn by a hostile creature, that creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw to avoid the spell.
Okay. haven't created a character sheet for this particular character, but we're just gonna. I know.
Roll with it.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
Ah!
Hey Google,
That was great.
roll a d20.
Rolled a 7.
Huh?
Oh no, sorry, never mind. I
Oh.
thought you asked me to roll a d20.
Well, I had Google roll a d20, but
Okay.
either way, Google rolled a 2.
Wait.
So even with whatever bonus it would be, it's still pretty freaking low. So the there is a name for there's a term for the part that I'm thinking of.
Which part of the hilt? End, middle. So you have the end.
The guard.
Super.
Suba, thank you. I fucking knew it at some point, but it left my brain.
When it comes to katanas, like I'm all there.
Yeah, so the Suba itself, it lights. Does it do anything else?
It doesn't. The light can be colored as you like, completely covering the object with something opaque, blocks the light. Spell ends. It just until the spell ends, the object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
So you cast light on it, and the shadow on this figure doesn't seem to fade. It doesn't seem like what you're looking at is as... It's not like it's a shadow overtaking a form. It's like whatever that is what is left of an individual. The darkness remains, that flame-like black. And it is a deep black, a true black remains. But there is light now being cast from the Suba of the sword on its hip.
Does it seem perturbed or does it react?
Make a insight check.
Oh, I have advantage on those. 18.
It doesn't even seem to realize you are there. This doesn't feel like the creature you've been speaking to. This feels like an echo of the past. Meanwhile,
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
Meanwhile, your form itself is going to make a one-handed attack towards Kindle.
Fuck.
Oh, you've been rolling shitty for my saving throws and great for my attacks. Please do the opposite.
You say, holding the Drax dice.
What did you roll?
16.
What's the minimum amount of damage that you could make?
4.
I'm down.
Just roll it.
No!
Just roll
No, really?
Oh no.
If you,
Just
it
for the
does not
sake of
matter. You
sanity.
hit me. The minimum amount of damage you could do is 4. I got 2 points left, bitch.
Shit.
Please don't roll max. You did roll max, but that hurts. That's 8 total.
Okay.
And I'm
Kindle,
down.
as you fall, real quick,
Oh
roll a wisdom saving throw. Just real quick.
What want revenge.
We just have all of the most interesting characters with this campaign.
There is so
Yeah.
much trauma in this campaign, it's unreal.
15.
15.
15.
Okay. You fall. That's all. We'll worry about if anything else happens. If when you get up.
When?
Um,
When? Are you sure about that?
Renji, what is your AC?
My AC is 20.
Okay. Hold on. I forgot to roll over.
Your AC is 20?
Monks have stupidly high AC, and I have the braces
What
of
the
defense.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Monks are
As you swipe and slash towards Kindle, as your form swipes and slashes towards Kindle, you take 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
As a dagger seems to fly out of nowhere and catches you right at the clavicle.
Bruh, I have
What
2
the
hit
fuck?
points. I have 2 hit points left.
Well, guess
Ling-
I'm fucking dead.
Ling, make a perception check since you're the one who's still up and able to actually see
Jeez,
what's
man.
going on.
Oh
the
god! Natural fucking god damn it! Why not? Natural 20.
Natural
+1.
20.
Wow.
You hear Kindle give out a shout and you turn and watch her fall backwards and see
Oh, God.
Renji stepping forward, continuing towards her unconscious form on the ground
Oh
as
god.
a dagger comes flying across and hits Renji right underneath the clavicle.
Ooh.
As sitting still on the edge of her bedroll, Fove is sitting with her hand out like she just threw a fucking dagger.
Ah.
Oh no.
Oh. Thank
and
you,
is
Fove.
staring directly at Renji. But Renji's form turns the attention away from Kindle on the ground and towards the bleeding Gerbine.
Oh, no.
As Renji
No, I
turns
can't.
to this Gerbine, all Ling, all you see is just this black and crimson smoke billow out from like the side mouth holes of the mask. Just
Ooh.
Oh no.
That's so cool. But that's so scary. But it's so cool.
Especially when it's coming out of that.
Night.
It's so cool. But it's so scary. But it's
Could you
so
imagine
cool.
if we decided to save this for another day instead of just be like, hey, should we play tonight?
No!
Like,
no.
No!
I love all of you and all of your chaos.
This is
Yeah.
But
trauma,
like,
it's not
okay,
a chaos.
okay. But like, we have our normal chaos, but this is like a very specific kind of chaos. It's
Yep.
one that everybody is having fun with.
Yes.
I love this.
Oh no. I'm so torn.
All right. So basically, for everyone's sake, Fove was holding a dagger attack in case something else had attacked because her turn is actually after the rats. But yeah, so with that in mind, we go back to the were-rat's turn. The were-rat who had stopped was told to approach, and on their turn, they have to follow that instruction. So they
Yep.
move, and they are now right in front of Ling, and they're like, not where I was supposed to be right now.
Yep.
And that is their turn.
DM, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. I would like to run.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was the were-rat.
I thought I was after the were-rat. My
You are
apologies.
not. There is still one more person who has to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kendall. I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. It's just a straight roll, right?
It's a straight D20 roll. Tell me the number you get.
Isn't Constitution calculated in death saves?
No, they are
Okay.
straight rolls.
It's a 12.
That is your first success.
Okay.
As long as you get above a 10. Well, a 10, is it a 10 or above?
It's 10 or above. 9 or below is a failure. 10 or above is a success. If you take a hit while you are down, that is an auto crit. That is 2 failed death saving throws. If you roll a natural 20, that is 2 successes. So if your next roll is a natural 20, you're up. If you roll a natural 1, that is 2 failed death saving throws. Just, those are the rules of death saves. Just throwing it out there now. I feel so bad because Hannah looks so scared. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm loving this.
Not to.
I can't. The one thing is, I don't want to lose her. She's my hyperfixation D&D character right now. I really just don't want to lose her.
I hate to use this phrase, especially when Hannah's concerned, but at one point Hannah looked like generally looked like the fear of God has entered into a fucking soul.
Just devastated. Just I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now it is your turn, Ling.
Okay.
I picked the wrong wallpaper. I was like, it's the woods. I should have picked something way more frightening.
Okay. So seeing what's happening behind them.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee really bad.
And knowing revenge is literally standing in front of them. They are so torn. Ah, damn it! And he turns away from the were-rat and runs as fast as he can and tries to jump to reach Kindle, even if just a hand on her. That's all he wants. It's just a hand on her. However, that's 35. That's the jump.
35. So that's.
So if I run 30 or 25 and just try and jump, I only need to just barely touch her. I don't need to be in her space. I just need to barely touch her. And I'll make a strength check or whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, but it would be an action to do it. You'd actually have to. It's the same to do a leap like that. It's part of your movement, or it's an action to do.
So I can't get to her.
I need you. Just roll a d20.
Okay. Come on, Stargate die. Come on, Stargate die. I'm scared. What is that? Okay, that's an 18. 18. That's good.
That's good. I would say you're not able to touch her. You're not able to cast it. But you're able to interpose. You're able to get in between. You're able to get in between Renji and Kindle.
That's even farther, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get close to Renji.
Renji would be here. I mean, if you wanted to get, I mean, you can get next to her. I was going to say, if you got a natural 20, then I would have given that to you.
Oh shit! Did Renji get closer to me?
Well, Renji would have had to swipe you in the first place, and I just forgot to move him.
I was about to say, did he dramatically start walking toward me again?
He had already started to do that when he knocked you down.
I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna die today.
Can I roll to see if Ling would understand that they aren't going to get to her in this round?
Roll intelligence.
Okay, what is my intelligence? Straight intelligence is +1. That's 18
Also,
again?
okay. Keeping in mind, rounds are not actually a thing. That's
Right,
rounds
I
in
just-
themselves are a metagaming thing.
Right.
There's no other way.
Before the were-rat could escape.
There's no other way. I would say with your intelligence check, you're able to see that, yes, Kindle's on the ground. She's bleeding out. She could die. But you also can see that Renji's attention is no longer on Kindle.
Okay.
Renji's attention is past Kindle after he got hit himself.
Okay.
Or they got hit themselves. I'm sorry, I keep misgendering.
In that case, Ling is just gonna scream out in frustration, take their maul, and just slam this fucker in the head.
Roll.
Okay, that's another fucking natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait, on
All
Renji?
right.
No,
No.
this is on the rat. This is on the
Yes.
rat.
This is revenge, not revengey.
Small
is
I'll be
2d6.
right back. My dad needs me real quick. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay. 12 plus 4 is 16 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He's still up.
Damn it. And I don't.
But he's already looking rough.
Okay.
That conked him hard. It hit his jaw.
Okay.
He's dazed for a moment and looking freaked. Like he's ready to bolt again.
I'm just gonna growl out, try it fucking again. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Alright. Bo just stands up where she is and just kind of starts looking around and pulling out a new dagger. That's really all she does. She doesn't do much. And it is now back to the top of the round. Renji. Let's go back into the inner world.
Mm-hmm.
First, I need you to make a wisdom save. With advantage this time.
$15.
15. Okay. You are standing in that field. And for a moment, as you're watching this individual walking past you, it's almost like there's a glitch, a moment of static across the world around you before it blinks back. And you are feeling a searing pain in your chest. And it starts to bleed. And you grab for it and blink. And that static hits again and again. And you're back in the campsite. Blade in your hand. Other hand still holding where it hurts, where you're bleeding. Anyone Ling, make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
And I guess so will Bo.
19.
19.
Yes.
After you whacked, holy shit, the individual, you turned around just in time to see the mask on Renji crack and fade into an ash that is taken and blown with the wind.
Oh, that's cool.
both gets to watch it too with a natural 20. And the posture shifts back. Blade in hand, Renji is back to being Renji. Renji, you are now standing next to the fallen body of your friend and ally, while standing over the top of the body of an eviscerated rat. And you have no idea how you got to this spot.
In an instinct, I will work on stabilizing Kindle.
Make a medicine check. My hair managed to get stuck in the glasses.
I hate it when that happens.
What did you get?
Fucking natural 20 plus 5!
Right.
That's when you're supposed to do the good shit, you little cunt.
You see Kindle on the ground, bleeding, and you immediately get to work, finding nearby fabric, ripping the tent, and starting to wrap. And with your medicine check, you do notice that she's very clearly been cut down by a long, jagged blade. And you realize that the blade that you just threw to the ground in an attempt to help your friend, you look over, it's the blade.
Stabs it into the ground and just leaves it. And then continues working on Kindle.
Well, when you went to Kindle, you had to put it on instinct. You just dropped it and went over to Kindle to help. So you've already set it down.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick it up and then stab it in the ground, or are you leaving it alone? Just so that you see the scene.
He sees it, picks it up only to sheathe it again, and then but leaves it on the ground close to him so he can keep an eye, but he's not picking it up anymore.
Make another wisdom save, because you had to pick it up to sheathe it. She don't like being put away.
Dirty 20.
That's enough.
Oh, is he finally
He's out of it. He's out of it.
Oh shit.
Kindle.
Yeah.
As you are laying on the ground, your eyes begin to flutter open as Renji got a natural 20 on the medicine check to stabilize you.
Oh, sweet.
You are now at 1 hit point.
Cool.
But you see Renji now standing over you again, but this time instead of that emotionless, dangerous mask, it is Renji's face and concern.
It is like almost like eyes welled up, regret, like just I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Can I do something for dramatic effect?
Okay.
Go
Am I allowed to do something for dramatic effect?
Go for it. I'm here for it.
Thanks for the drop.
So when she wakes up, she like gasps and she has a scar on her back and it goes like red hot, and she like her back like arches in pain and she screams out and her eyes go white and her hair bursts into flames before it settles down again. She's like, fucking hell, shit.
Make another wisdom save. Because you were dropped to 0 hit points.
15.
15? Okay. You maintain control.
Cool.
The first one was to see just so you guys know my mentality. The first one, when you were falling, was to see if a magic surge would happen while you were falling.
Mm-hmm.
This was are you okay when you pop up?
Am I mentally okay?
Did you split?
Did I split? Not today, not this time.
Also, Hannah, I felt like literally this came up on my Facebook page as I was scrolling through it, and it was so perfect. Have a look.
No, I saw in the group chat.
But I was just like,
freaking
okay.
funny.
And we're not even level 3 yet.
No, we're level 2. But no, Kindle, you just see absolute horror and regret and like building sadness in Renji's eyes as he's like patching you up and stabilizing you.
What the fuck? Get the fuck off of me! Jesus!
Just don't move too much. You'll open up the wound again.
Me!
That'll actually end up being the end of the 6 seconds because we are still in combat. But real quick, Renji, what were you about to say?
I was gonna say, can Renji just make over to his Wakizashi? Actually, no. You know what?
What are you doing?
How far is the were at?
Well, you would have had to use some of your movement, I would say, just to get down to her and to do that. But you're at 5. I can tell you exactly. 45 feet.
Okay.
And through Ling.
Was the medicine check my action?
That would have been your action, yeah.
Fuck.
Worry about this fucker. Revenge is mine.
You know, no. You know what? I'm just gonna spend my last key point, to dash to the were-at as a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm just absolute hazing this fucker, like, and just like, right, you got two of us now, motherfucker. So he's good. Yeah, no, he's gonna go right there. Yeah, right there. Just step of the wind, motherfucker.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
That's my turn.
All right. Just real quick, give me a second to make sure my mentality is right for depending on how this goes. I think I'm right. Yeah, I know I saw it. I'm good. I'm good. Surprised that there's nothing like more detailed. Okay. Yeah. So now it is the were-rat's turn. Ling, make an intimidation check with advantage as to your last comment, and now the fact that Renji has just run up on you both.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I get a +7 to this shit.
Ooh, nice.
That's a 22.
22. All right.
Yes.
This were-rat who had just ran away and then for some reason stopped and turned around and came back up to you. Drops the crossbow, the hand crossbow, and you watch the form shift from this nasty, dirty rat exterior with a scar across the face to a human, still kind of ratty, tattered, scar across the face, mousy brown hair, slate gray eyes, and is just standing there like, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
And we are officially out of combat. So let me
things to do for that.
Huh?
I have things to do for that.
For the
As Zoran would say, I'm not done. I'm not finished playing with that yet.
well, the combat is over. He has just said sorry. That doesn't mean that you have to stop. I mean, like, you can still hit him.
Oh, I'm going to.
Out of combat.
Great. Then I'm going to lean down, grab that hand crossbow, point it at his face, and fire.
It's
Point blank.
Jeez, bro.
It's what is your dex?
Dex is +1.
All right, so hand crossbows take your dexterity.
Okay.
Are you proficient in hand crossbows? I don't think so. Or what's your
martial weapons and simple. What's that?
All right, so then it is +1 plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
With advantage. Because you're point blank. Well, actually, it would be disadvantage because you're point blank, so just make it a straight roll.
Okay. This one's gonna be the best ones. That no fucking way. That's another natural 20. Okay, this dice likes Link.
Okay.
The
1d6 plus your dex.
You said 1d6?
1d6 plus 1d6 doubled plus your dex.
13.
13. All right.
Eat. Shoot me while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, when you pull it, it hits in his eye. And he grabs for his face and falls to the ground screaming. He's still alive, but not by much.
Okay, I honestly expected that to finish him off.
Real quick, Kindle, Bove at this point has come out, has come off of the bedroll and has come over to you and is just like checking you over, seeing if you need anything. You have a Jerby now just kind of being like, are you all right?
I'm alive.
Well, sometimes that's all we can hope for. And starts like going through a satchel at her side that she had grabbed when she came off of her bedroll and hands you a standard healing potion. In the meantime, while Kendall rolls to heal.
How much for a standard?
That is a
1d4 plus 2.
I believe it's a 1d4 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 2 for basic.
Well, max healing. 6 points.
Nice.
Take that. Just double checking.
Is it 1d4? Oh, hold on. Is it 1d4 or 2d4?
I'm checking. I think for a standard.
I thought it was 1.
No, you're right. A standard is 2d4 plus 2.
Oh.
Another d4.
Okay. So
Greater is 4, superior is 8, and supreme is 10.
So 9 points.
Nice.
Okay. That's a little better.
Yeah. Renji, while you're standing there as well with your Wakizashi out, looking at this, and he is on the ground screaming, clutching his face as he's just pouring blood. You can't help but be aware at all times exactly where in relation to you your sword is. That you left behind you, correct? You left it on the ground?
Yeah.
You don't have to turn around to know where it is. It's almost like you can feel its presence.
He's ignoring that for now.
Okay. back to the screaming were-rat at the ground. Yeah, well, who?
Okay, cool, awesome.
Ooh.
He's not in an interactive state right now.
Okay, I have a thing for this.
I was gonna say, like, Renji wanted to do something purely because actually no, you know what? This is personal to you. I'll let you do it.
Yes, this bitch shot me twice while I was sleeping. I'm going to Hulk myself out, like big, brawny muscle. I'm gonna attempt to turn my skin a dark, deep red, and then I'm going to kneel down and put my face, take his chin, turn my eyes black, my teeth
Satan?
get long and sharp, and in a voice so deep you feel it in your soul. You can almost
Satan?
not hear it. I have no mercy. And my battle axe runs across his throat while I'm staring him dead in the eyes.
He, as you start to hulk out, he's gripping his face and looks straight up towards you in fear, and you lash out, and there's a moment where he's completely still, and the fear just grows in his eyes, and he just collapses in his spot, gurgling, unable to cry out.
Ling stays kneeling over them, and just this grin crosses their face.
Nope.
And you can see them shaking.
Not today, Satan.
Collect themselves a little. They start shrinking and shrinking. They turn back into what you recognize as Ling's not normal form, but the form you're used to. You just continue to kneel there, shaking.
Boy, isn't this entire party just fun?
Yes! Yes, it is!
What
Who
have
knew
you
it
got
took being
yourself
attacked in
into,
their sleep to bring out the devil?
I'm just a light little avowed librarian who lives at Candlekeep with a thirst for blood.
Apparently.
I'm just a timid
Or
elf.
revenge.
I'm just a timid elf monk who has no concept of the world. Then goes into a murderous fucking rage.
I'm just an ex-prostitute who's trying to find a way to absolutely get rid of her entire history. I can kill you.
Burn you
I'm
alive.
sensing a theme.
Murder hobos?
Happy DM noises.
Happy DM noises.
Hey, chaos and trauma.
Yay. Love it.
Oh,
And then you have a bimbo vampire who can totally kill you and drink your blood.
Who
Yes.
has a closet as a pet?
oh, this is so good.
Everything about
Everything
this
about
group
this.
terrifies me.
I love it.
Good.
In the best
So
way.
much.
In the best way. Alright.
I think eventually, after a few minutes, they would walk back over and see how Kindle is doing.
She is alive. She's got that, like, she's taken the health potion and she's just like,
You okay?
am I okay?
Stupid question. You're right. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I don't know what came over me.
Don't even, no. Don't blame yourself. No. You're fine.
Still like to give you this, and they hold out a hand.
I'd like to help her up.
Yeah.
Or okay. She'll take it and
As soon as you touch their hand, you feel 10 points of 10 hit points fill back into you,
nice.
or as much as you can take.
Yay! I'm now at max again.
Good.
Renji, make a perception check.
Who?
Renji, make a perception check.
Oh, fun.
23.
Between the slaughter of the were-rat, the assistance Ling is offering to Kindle, all of this happening while you have not moved from your spot. There is a individual that you do not recognize at this camp. A small, and this is a creature you would have absolutely no, knowledge of. But gray dormouse wearing a now somewhat bloodied and tattered shirt, pants, jacket was piled and hat was piled over by, so we're not in the full gear, but has not taken her eyes off of you with a very intense look.
Out of the corner of the eye, turns to the dormouse. Thank you for snapping me out of that.
Care to explain, A, where you came from and what the fuck you were doing just now?
I wish I could explain.
Based on the fact, and turns towards the rest of you, based on the fact that none of the rest of y'all try to kill him, I'm assuming this is a regular occurrence of some sort?
No,
No.
not really. No, can't say I've ever seen that before. It's teleporting or the whatever the fuck that was, Renji.
Sounds like y'all have something to talk about.
Look, I know of and have participated in knife play, but that was something completely different.
Thank you for that line.
Damn it, Hannah. Trying to keep it together here. Renji says nothing, but that look of sorrow, regret, and just almost heartbreak, is plain as day on his face. You don't need to roll in any insight. It's plain as day. As he turns, he walks towards the sheath katana, slips it back into his belt.
Renji, does this have to do with, or does this have anything to do with what you told me in your room?
I believe you're correct. Turns to Kindle. Kindle, I am so sorry. I have no explanation of what I did, but I can guarantee you, with everything I am, that wasn't me.
I can somewhat confirm, Kindle, without giving away more than he has.
Save it. I have heard too many excuses and explanations in my lifetime from too many people who have hurt me. I don't need it.
Is there any
But
way that I can?
I can see that you are very hung up about this. Are you truly sorry?
He kind of thinks for a moment. I swear. I will tell both of you something that I haven't told anyone to prove how sorry I am. I killed my eldest brother.
Was that all? She jokingly laughs a little bit to
As someone
lighten
who
the mood.
stoic, not receptive to your humor whatsoever. Just the first life I've taken was my brother. Because of this, it corrupted him. I saw no means of helping. That's why I'm here. Unfortunately, whatever this thing is, seems to have taken a liking to me and has latched onto my very soul. I can't get rid of it though. I can't take my eyes off it. I can't. I know what. I knew exactly where it was when it was on the ground. When I was over by the wearer, I knew exactly where it was. It's. You see him get frustrated now. It plagues my very mind. I don't want it to. You have no reason or any obligation to believe me.
Is that why you came to Candlekeep?
As much information about this as possible. Yes.
I see.
Realizing that there's still a knife in his clavicle, it's just like hands it towards the dormouse.
Hasn't introduced themselves yet.
No, just hands it back to them. I believe this is yours.
Takes
On
it
that
just
note-
a couple times in the hand and sticks it back in the sheath.
On that note, quick thing, Kindle, how much HP did you need when I helped you out? Did you take all 10?
I mean, I only needed 3.
Okay, that's helpful. I'm going to walk over to Renji after he does that, and I'm just going to put my hand up on his wound and put 5 points of healing into it. Now that you're back,
Again, his posture is just like, again, like insular, timid, head down, barely making eye contact with any of you because he's just afraid at this point. She was bored. That's why I'm here. You see the levels she'll go to just to have a bit of fun.
Well, the way that I see it, we all have answers to find. We all have important things to do. We all have our own ghosts and darknesses to overcome. Who better to help than us?
He says nothing but just a singular tear.
Kendall will actively walk up to Renji and very gently run her fingers across his cheek and very gently lift his chin just to look at her. And she's going to say, I understand. I may not fully get everything, but I understand. We'll find a way through this. Just don't let it control you for long. And she'll kind of step away.
I'm sorry as well for scaring you the way I did.
That was indeed truly frightening. To be fair, that's not the scariest thing that happened tonight, at least to me. I look over to the were-rat body, or rather, the human body. Not sure exactly what came over me over there, but seems we both have some demons. That was the first time mine manifested. So,
Are we all just a bunch of... Are we all just a bunch of screw-ups?
I mean, pretty sure I am. Have no past or...
Being a screw-up would be the least of my worries out of the many things that I have been called.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty tame. So, Fove, what a night, huh?
I must say, this is the strangest transport I've ever been hired to help with. If you don't mind, I think that after I drop your asses at Baldur's Gate, this is where we will part ways.
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, that's...
Sounds good.
Understandable.
I apologize for any trauma that has been induced.
This is
Oh,
amazing.
and Boobs has
This is
arrived!
amazing timing.
Perfect timing!
Timing. Because
Yeah.
it's about 3 a.m. And I think we actually had even decided that it was going to be third watch was going to be Mimi, right?
Yep.
Okay. Fantastic. Mimi, first, change your name.
Yep.
This is gonna be hilarious. Mimi, you've been
This is
dead,
beautiful.
sound asleep.
Believe that.
Like the vampire was sleeping like the dead. Okay.
You were asleep. Yeah, I was gonna say you were asleep like the dead.
I found a little tree. I found a little hollowed out tree that we set up next to. I coffined in it.
And
Yes.
you finally wake up to a constant like whack on your nose over and over again, and
Jesus
you
Christ,
open
Keith.
your eyes, and Keith is just flicking your nose over and over. So you get up. You're like, oh, it must be time for my watch. And you stand up and you look around, and there are 3 corpses of giant rats in
The
the middle of the
ROUSs.
camp. In the middle of the camp,
wait.
there is a dead, almost decapitated human on the other side of the camp. And towards the middle is a gathering of Fove and a bloodied Fove, a bloodied Kindle, and a bloodied Renji. No idea why. Renji's there. And Ling, also bloodied, standing
With 2 bolts sticking out of them.
Yeah, just standing around a specific area, and you're like,
Okay. I remember the beginning of this from last session. So I slept through
you
the
slept
Ling scream. I
Yeah, you
slept
slept
through
through the
that.
the whole thing. You
The
slept
whole
through
thing.
You slept through
But
the
the
entire thing. And
rats-
so you're like, it's time for my...
The rats are were rats. I know that I know this. I rolled a
One of-
history check.
Mimi doesn't, or yes. Well, because of how this combat worked, we'll say that now you're looking around and you see the human and you just kind of connect the dots. You're like, oh shit, there must have been a were-rat that attacked the camp while I was asleep. Because you weren't here for the actual combat, so we're retroing that so that you just like were asleep and now you're like, oh fuck.
Oh.
Renji, why are you here? Like a lot of shit has obviously happened while you were asleep. And Keith was just like, I tried to wake you.
No, if I had any blood flow, I feel like my nose would be super sore right now, but okay.
I tried to wake you.
I'm dead.
Shit got loud.
And I'm dead. What do you expect from me, Keith? I'm dead. I sleep like the dead. What happened?
Which brings up a fine point. Does Fo hear your conversation and notice?
Oh yeah. Speaking of trauma-inducing,
No. Fo rolled an 8. Fo still doesn't know about Keith.
Cool.
So as you start to step into the camp light, Keith switches back into bat form. As you're now heading towards the campfire, and all of you see Mimi is awake now.
Hang on. It's nighttime right now?
It's about 3 a.m. It's still dark.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So she kind of bounces up and she's like, what
hey,
I see were rats, but what?
nice of you to finally join us. You mean?
I'm sorry.
Bullet, or
I
sorry,
was coming
bolt,
down from the human
bolt.
blood.
Yeah, 2 bolts sticking out of my arm. We got ambushed, is what happened.
Okay.
Renji just popped out of thin air.
Yeah,
Went psycho,
no.
killed Kindle. Yeah, you missed that. And then apparently I have a fucking demon inside me too because I went demon on that fucker.
I'm sorry, what?
Give it up. I
What?
slaughtered his ass.
You what?
I did. He dropped his weapon and everything. I said I'm sorry. I picked it up and shot him in the face.
Wait. Like purposefully or like something just like happened?
Sleep.
Purposefully. Well, then you don't have a demon inside you. You're just violent. That's okay.
You can see Ling just like processing.
It's okay.
Poor
Most
baby.
of us are violent here. Like, I'm not exactly a pacifist myself, so.
Yeah, we got violent.
Do you want help with the?
Yes. Oh!
Ah! Mimi's gonna help.
I'm gonna take the last 2 points of laying hands.
Bove just kind of looks at you all and goes, as interesting as this has been, I think I'm going to try and get some sleep after all this.
That's really a good idea. Go ahead.
Hang on, I'm gonna since I've already tended to Ling, and I'm like, yeah, I know how to do medicine stuff. I eat people. We're gonna do cure. I'm casting Cure Wounds
Awesome.
on Damascus. So you get 6 points of healing back.
Perfect.
Yay! That's what I like.
Much
to hear.
appreciated.
Of course. Okay. So as she's doing that, she's gonna go, Renji, hi.
I think you're muted again, Mitch.
No, he's
okay.
purposely quiet.
He's just
Gotcha,
quiet,
gotcha.
remorseful, and sad.
Yeah, no, Mimi, you don't need an inside check. Like, he looks like, 1, he looks like shit. 2, he has a look of deep remorse and regret on his face. And he just looks at you like, hi, Mimi.
Hi. Okay. But Kindle is up.
She's up.
She's gonna go, turns back to Damascus and is kind of like talking to both Renji and Damascus and be like, down to Kindle is a very strong word. She seems to be okay now. So, it's okay, man. Like, we got through it.
Barely. And that's only because Fove got Renji out of whatever the fuck he was in. And then Renji medicine checked Kindle and helped her before I could get there because I was busy doing that. And I just look over to the nearly headless man.
Oh, you did? Wow.
There's a man who, it looks like a very, very dirty, poor human with a scar across the face, but that is hard to see at the moment because there is a bolt sticking out of its eye socket that is there's blood all over it. The throat is slit to the spine. And there's a bludgeoning hit on the back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. His skull's just a little bit caved.
Well, you still got through it, and that's good.
Yeah.
How soon did you kill those guys?
Pretty quick.
It was like 5 minutes.
About a minute?
Time.
Jesus.
Like a minute in game time, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't think it was technically 10 rounds, but
No, I think it was like
It was-
5 or 6 rounds. Maybe.
yeah.
So that's
So, like-
half a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not dispose of those yet. Kendall.
Yes.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hello.
You good?
I'm alive.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I asked that question earlier. It's a stupid question tonight.
Well, I almost got eaten by a chair. And now rats. Life stuff happens. Life throws bricks at you, but you all got through it, and I'm sorry that I was asleep.
It's fine, honestly. I think you might have been appalled at what I did.
Renji, you're so cute. No, hun. You're okay. You're good. Trust me. There's worse. In this region, there's worse. But if you take it easy tonight. I'm just doing like a general checkup because I missed everything. But if you want to, at some point after this, if you want to talk about it, or if you want to go shopping, like I can help pick out a new outfit for you, something that's like comfortable and more sporty, or something out of your comfort zone, whatever you want. Like we can do that.
Technically, I think he got an outfit that's way out of his comfort zone tonight.
I don't know what that means.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Renji.
so maybe you don't know. I apologize in advance, and I'm gonna make my face look as close to what Renji turned into as possible.
Make an Arcana check to see if you're able to do this.
Okie dokie, Arcana's +3. Modified 20.
Okay. Yeah. It's you don't get the horns, you don't get the teeth, but you basically create like patterns on your skin that match some of it.
So,
Pickle horns.
so for reference, this was the mask that Renji was adorning during that shite.
Renji,
Same
upon
ca-
hearing this,
Hmm.
make a perception check real quick.
21.
As you hear you had an outfit change, you're like, what? And you automatically look down, and you almost catch in the corner of your eyes as your hands come up. But that black has been spreading. It's further up your fingers now. It's almost
no.
enveloping your entire finger and starting to come into the hand a little bit. On both hands.
He's turning into Wanda Maximoff.
Literally thinking something along the lines of that.
It almost seems to spider in with the veins.
Renji's gonna go to the corpse of the were-rat.
Okay.
Bolt still in the eye,
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
wait.
just out of frustration. Renji steps down on the bolt and basically pins the head into the ground.
With a sickening squelch,
Ugh.
the bolt goes the rest of the way. And this is not a short, it's not a small crossbow, it's not a long, this is a hand crossbow. Those bolts are short. There is no more bolt showing as you've put it through the back of the skull and into the ground. Your shoe's a little drippy.
Hey,
Just,
hey, hey, Renji.
just walks back.
Should we be frightened right now?
You know, you can cut his head off the rest of the way.
No, it's fine. I just need to let something out there and then.
Okay, well, I'm going to. She's going to walk over to the body and take her sickle and detach, and then just kind of drag it off and is like, I'll bury it. She's not going to
Bury it.
immediately bury it.
Didn't think so.
There's a slight chittering hanging off of your hat, and you made me hear snack time.
Renji just goes, oh.
But wait, there's still like some whole giant rats there, right?
Mm-hmm. One of them has been cut in half.
Ooh.
Hi.
The other one looks like the skull caved in. And the third one is just
incinerated.
Like cinders.
It's ash.
Crispy.
Okay.
Crispy.
I mean, I'll drag the body away.
It's a little wispy.
And I'll come back for the other rat bits. Keith can have as much of those as he wants. I might snack
if I Keith that he can have the rest.
Yes.
Keith.
Oh, poor Fove.
Flies off. Fove went to bed. Fove went back to bed.
Oh.
But
my God! Good. This
you guys
onslaught.
watch as a bat detaches from Mimi's hat and halfway through the flight flips back into like closet mode, and then starts like grabbing the two chunks of the one rat and just like and is like backing away, pulling dead rat.
Ew.
And Mimi will come out and sling the other dead rat like over her shoulder and like slink out as Keith does that.
It's very much like you've given a woman like a food and she's just like happy dancing while eating.
If you give a mouse a cookie,
away. He's like he. Like
if you give a closet a rat.
I can't tell if this is good progress because he's not eating live people or if I'm enabling them. But
listen. Keith found the right person. Keith is okay with this arrangement.
Yeah. So good news, guys. You don't have to dispose of the bodies. Just tend to yourselves.
Oh, when you do dispose of the human one, can I have anything that's in his pockets?
Oh yeah, sure. She'll like take off his clothes and
make an investigation check.
Are you talking to me or Mimi?
Mimi's the one who's going through the pockets.
I was gonna give Damascus the clothes.
Oh,
okay.
You're just stripping this human in the middle of the camp.
I'm down for that. I'll go through the clothes.
All right, then Ling go through the
16?
clothes. 16.
Ooh.
Mimi, you take the bodies and go off into a corner and have a little bit of a feast. It's not fresh blood, so it doesn't have the same. It's not living blood, so it doesn't have the same effect that your earlier snacking gave you.
Yeah. It's a bag
Ling,
of chips. It's not like a sandwich.
Yeah. Ling, you go through the pockets, and it seems like, I mean, aside from the crossbow and probably about 10 bolts, it was pretty poor. He didn't have.
Yeah. Kind of figured.
Anything.
I'll take the bolts.
You get the feeling that this was well, I've got to eat somehow. And so I'm just going to rob these people while they're asleep. And it did not go well.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, no, not well at all. Oh, you didn't see what Ling actually did. I'll tell you after game.
But like, if this was just some poor guy trying to like sustain himself, that's sad.
Oh, it's so bad now.
Sad. That's really bad.
He attacked you just outright.
Mm-hmm.
But he
in my sleep. He shot me twice.
just a were-rat.
Mm.
Nothing special about him.
I have a question.
Mm.
Is there any interesting relationship between were-rats and vampires? Like some unspoken supernatural relations?
Both, and you would know this because as you had figured out that this, you're like, oh, giant rat, so that must be were-rat, plus the way they described what he was before. Were-rats are, same as any were creature, victims of blood curses, similar to vampires, also blood curse. In that way, they are in some way related. It's not so much the typical mythos of like werewolf, vampires, bitter enemies kind of thing. It's more like indifference in potentially evil beings due to their nature. But there's no like long feud between them. You both are, victims of this blood curse that has a different form of effect on your life than it does a were-rat or werewolf or were-bear or were-tiger.
Okay. I was curious.
Can I just say, every time I look up and move, I realize like how much I matched my hair to my shirt. Moving on. Like that just keeps catching me and I'm like, ugh, I'm such a nerd. Continue.
That's okay. That's all right.
We're all nerds here.
Yes. Well, time also that we get Kindle a cat, and maybe we need to get Renji a dog.
Oh, could you imagine
It's no
Kindle
longer
having a little
Candlekeep mystery.
kitty, and then Renji having a little support puppy?
It's no longer
Aww.
Candlekeep Mysteries. It's now Candlekeep Menagerie.
Yes.
Yes.
Renji needs a dog now. We're getting him a dog.
He needs a therapy
Renji
dog.
emotional support animals.
Mhm.
Or her Candlekeep emotional support animals.
They have advantage in calming down Renji.
Although you want to talk about emotional fucking support animals, Jesus Christ, like, continue. But I'm about to spam the Candlekeep group chat with puppy serotonin, so be ready.
Perfect.
I love it. Very excited for this. All right, is everyone else going to bed, or is there anything else anyone wants to do before we get to Mimi's shift?
Nah, Kindle is just gonna good night and go to bed.
I'm gonna pop off a divine sense just to see if there's any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet before I go to bed. Other than
about to say,
the two.
pop off that celestial fiend, undead. You get a distinct fiendish and undead aura in very close proximity to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the
Them I'm
slight
expecting.
sounds of munching and deep into the make an arcana check for me.
Awesome. 18 plus 3 is 21.
21. There is an aura around the sword. But rather than fiendish or celestial or anything, it just gives off a pungent, almost necrotic vibe. So while it can't classify, it's almost like there's a void wherever it is.
An evil void? Since I am technically detect good and evil.
I mean, detect good and evil is a different spell altogether. Do you want to cast detect good and evil?
Well, I mean, that's what it specifically says. As an action, you can detect good and evil.
Oh, okay. This is a very deeply evil feeling that you're getting from it.
Hey, Renji. Just to confirm any suspicions you might have, that thing is evil. Big, black void of evil.
Renji turns to you. He doesn't say it, but he gives the look of no shit.
Yeah, no. Figured, but
like again, he doesn't say it. Just like he gives like the look just screams at you.
Yeah, no, and that was my reaction to that look.
Just
don't like it.
Yeah, it's almost the sensation off of it is so pungent. It's enough to make your skin crawl. You almost feel nauseous.
Oh, okay. So flavor to that. Since I am a changeling, can it actually make my skin crawl? Like just like a little wave of
instead of like a ripple, it's more like a change, like glitches across your skin.
Oh.
And something like underneath, it's like you have your form and then it's like a glitch quickly spans across a white
that's so
deep
cool
line, like a line of pale nothing just goes across.
Okay, I'm not doing that again around that thing. And you see them just kind of and do weird shapes and just kind of recongeal themselves back into themselves. I'm gonna sleep over there, away from that thing, and they're just gonna turn and walk away. Still.
DM, high or low?
Hi.
Yeah, Randy's not fucking sleeping tonight. There is no way. There is no way.
Okay.
Well, even though he doesn't sleep, he trances, but there is no way he is trancing tonight. Like,
it's like you prepare yourself to go back because you had a rest before, so you don't need to trance at this point because you had been trying to trance when all this happened. So there's not necessarily a point of exhaustion. You don't get a full rest though.
yeah. Do I take a point of exhaustion at the end of this?
I'll say by midday, you'll probably have taken a point of exhaustion. If you don't get a rest while you're traveling.
Yeah.
Kendall, was there anything you wanted to do, or are you just going to bed? Okay. I need
just going to bed.
Mimi, roll a perception check. Renji, since you're awake, are you also going to roll a perception check, or are you stuck in your mind?
He will help out with the watch with Mimi.
Okay.
Aww.
And Ling, you said you went to bed as well?
Yeah, away from camp.
Okay.
About as far away as I could be comfortable away from camp, and as far away from that sword as I could get.
Okay.
This
Mimi.
fits. I rolled a natural 3 for a total of 8.
Nat 20 with a +2.
Nice.
I slept so good. I'm seeing everything.
You slept good. You have a meal. You're good.
You're peering out. You're staring out, and you would notice as I jump over to Kendall. In your sleep, Kendall. Between the events that have just occurred.
Yeah.
Between the events that have just occurred and the encroaching city that you're heading towards. Sleep is hard to come by. You're exhausted, but your mind is still racing. And there's a moment when you first close your eyes. You swear for the split second. You just see a figure sitting just in the blackness of your mind, sitting cross-legged, and it's gone. You can make a perception check to see if you get any detail on the figure.
Yes, I want a perception check. Natural 20. Natural 20.
It's not a figure you've ever seen before.
Oh, great. Love that.
In a white robe with a thick gray sash.
Oh, shit.
The face, it's like the features don't know what they are anymore, but it's still a female figure. Hair pulled back into a very intricate bun. Jet black hair. Blood red eyes. Just briefly. And you almost see a smirk. And the figure is gone.
No, nope, 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 nope. She's out. She's out of her tent. She's like,
Mimi, you watch as Kendall has suddenly burst out of the tent.
Hey, girl.
nope, 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 no, nope, no.
She holds up like a brush and a couple hair ties.
Fuck it. She will sit in front of Mimi and have Mimi play with her hair.
It is enough to relax you, and after a little bit, you are tired enough that if you want to go to sleep, you feel comfortable doing so. Your mind is able to relax, and you're able to sleep. Mimi, I saw a hand.
Yes. She uses the hair ties and gently puts her hair into fluffy braids so that they're poofy enough to sleep on, and then like they curl at the ends, so when Kindle wakes up she can take them out and have nice wavy hair.
Did you see anything?
Did I see anything? DM? Did I get any? Did I?
You didn't see a figure, like you saw that Kindle went into the tent. You saw like a bump, like maybe she jumped awake, and then she comes barreling out like, nope. Like that is all you saw. There was no more context. And you're like, did I see what?
Did I see the dead bodies? Did I see the demon sword?
No.
Did I see any stray cats? What are we?
No. Did you see the lady? The woman dressed in a white robe with a gray sash and black hair and blood red eyes you didn't see? No? Okay. I'm just going even more insane.
Girly, no, like, okay, girly, you were in your tent. I am not in your tent. If there was a lady, there is a barrier.
Yes, but I don't know. If you might have seen her walk by or something like that? I don't know.
Hang on, blood red eyes?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Actually, hang on. How common? What species have red eyes? Beyond vampires, what species have red eyes?
Make a history check. Typically, make a history check.
I will make a history check. 14.
14. There's a few monstrous races that would have them. Tieflings tend to have basically like if someone was wearing scleras, so they could be red, they could be orange, they could be black.
Pure.
You know that your eyes are red, but they are not that deep, dark burgundy. They have a little bit more of like a shine to them. Kendall, the eyes you saw might have been blood red, but they don't look like Mimi's. They didn't have a glow. It was more like a blood stain. Deep.
Love that.
Dark.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her about that. I'm like, were they like tiefling eyes or like my eyes?
No, they weren't like yours. Yours have this like pretty kind of lightness, shine to it.
they're
No,
pretty,
this was
thank
kind
you.
of like deep, dark, like blood, red, like stained.
Okay. Then not a vampire. Not opaque tiefling.
Was it kind of like a sclera, or is it like pupils?
No, it looked almost like, it looked kind of like the pupil blended in with that red, but it's not like it covered up. There were still whites of the eyes. You also, with a natural 20, there were some slight elven features.
It's kind of her eyes kind of like you could still see the white of her eyes. However, it kind of bled through almost. It's hard to describe. She kind of had elven features.
Elven.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Weird. Like, and you said black hair and like a white dress?
White robes with a gray sash.
Cult. Cool.
Oh shit. DM.
Yes.
She just said cult. Does that do anything for me?
Remind me the context I started thinking about this form of the person that you saw. The exact sentence you said that she felt hoof was cold?
No. Cult.
She said cult.
Oh, cult. I heard cold. I'm like, I didn't hear cold.
No.
Why are
she said
cold
so
triggering?
Yeah, no, because she said that the figure was wearing white robes. So Mimi was like, that sounds cultish.
Make a wisdom save.
God damn it, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm torturing Kindle tonight. I feel like I'm torturing all of you, but specifically torturing Kindle tonight.
That's an 11.
You maintain your sanity.
Okay.
But that scar on your back is starting to feel hot. It's starting to hurt.
Yeah, she's like, you say cult, and then she just goes,
Oh no. Is it a back twinge? Is it cramps? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'll be fine. I just have this nasty.
You want milk with a poppy?
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yep. It's a nasty scar. Don't worry.
You need some pampers.
You need some Tylenol.
Some Tylenol. You do. Are you cramping?
The fact that you said you need, I feel like, is it cramps? And my mind went, oh my god, Mimi.
Wait, if you're undead, do you still experience those?
Oh no, but like she's had enough girlfriends that like she carries products on her at all times. She's had enough people around her with active reproductive organs that she's like, no, this is a necessity.
This is also going to sound weird, because of course it is. But like you always know when your friends start because you're a vampire.
I really would. I really would.
You're like, oh my god, hold on, I got you.
Hang on a minute.
She knows
But, like-
before they know.
No,
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes cramps and like bloatedness start before
Before.
you get it.
Yeah.
It just depends on the person. So like if she's cramping, she wouldn't be able to smell anything unless she was cramping during it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna go there.
but no,
We're not gonna go there.
but I'm just now imagining Mimi just going to one of her random old girlfriends, going, "Oh, honey, are you PMSing?" Like, no, I'm not PMSing. It's that moment
You're
of
spotting, honey. Yeah, that's not pee when you sneeze. You might want to. you here pulls out pads. You'll need this.
The non-uterus bearers in this room are like, what? And we're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
the. Look, I may not have a uterus, but I know shit. Well, I know I'm gonna have to go because I have to get ready to leave for work.
Before you do so,
No.
can I do one thing with Renji?
Okay.
Because you rolled a 3.
You can't leave. You have to stay here and have us play forever.
All night long. All night.
Renji,
What?
you rolled a 3. Your mind is occupied between the occurrences of this evening, between the injury that you've caused to someone you care about, the anger at the whim of this creature within the soul of the sword. And you realize that it has been quiet since all of this occurred, which is rare. And then there's a moment where you hear that, you can feel the voice about to creep into your mind again. Well, that was fun. You fed me. It's appreciated. Let me share my appreciation with you. You can add to your sword once per long rest. As long as you keep her fed, you will be able to cast Misty Step. If you do not feed her within 5 days, you will lose that.
Okay. Time to get the homebrew out. Mm-hmm.
And you feel the voice retreat back from your mind. Once per long rest.
Yeah. Just trying to find it.
Hey, Renji.
You see.
How long is your hair?
So,
Medium? Short?
It's about. So basically, like, does anyone remember me when I had like long hair on top?
Mm-hmm.
About that length, but all over, but always slicked back.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be like, Renji?
Yeah. Yes, maybe.
Russian hair ties.
They're good for the soul.
It's hair therapy, dude.
He'll he doesn't say anything, but he just kind of turns his back to you and scooches closer to you, not saying a word.
This is kind of perfect because Renji is just literally an inch taller than Mimi, so she's just brushing, lightly styling.
And this can happen after Kindle's gone to bed. This part. This is basically Kindle goes to bed and Mimi's like, I need Renji.
Renji, you look like someone who's had a rough day. How about a hairbrush?
Again, doesn't say anything. He'll just accept it.
He just brushes to de-stress.
All right. Unless there's anything you two want to discuss, we'll let Renji go to bed or get ready.
You want to go to bed, man?
Yeah. After the brushing, Renji will try to trance, but he's not going to. But he just kind of gets himself into a meditative pose and closes his eyes.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got to go. But I'll catch you guys later.
Thank you for joining us. I'm glad we were able to.
The trauma.
Oh god, tonight was wonderful.
I am sorry, but I'm not sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't lie
No.
to me, Sarah.
If you guys know that if I push it too far, you can red flag me. You can tell me.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
There were very few instances where I'll be like, red flag, but trust me, that was nothing. I gave you the ammunition here, so.
Right? Yeah.
This is revenge.
It's fine. You're gonna get that on Thursday.
I know.
Yeah. Right. I'll catch you guys later.
Why?
Bye.
Hello.
All right. The rest of your watch, Mimi, is peaceful. Night's gone quiet. A stink starts to rise from the remains in the woods, but you're like, we're leaving. Eventually, it won't be too bad.
I think with whatever was left, I buried a little shallow grave so it could go back to nature. But I wasn't about to get down and dirty with a 6-foot hole. No, sir.
Okay. No worries.
Oh, are we keeping his clothes?
No, I just took the bolts.
Period.
And you said there was 10 of those, right? I need to add that.
Yes.
Okay.
The next morning comes, and you guys are able to come to. Nice, peaceful morning. The dew still on the grass. Fauve woke up a little bit on the earlier side to get the cart ready for the last day of travel. You are all able to load up. There is a little bit of a tense moment between Fauve and Renji as Renji joins your caravan. But you guys are able to begin your final day of travel towards Baldur's Gate. Anything you like to do during these few hours?
Is Jinx with us?
Jinx is with you. Yes, Jinx is with you.
Okay. Just checking.
Jinx had, I'll say, just kind of tucked off to a more private place in the woods in the evening and missed out on that element.
Can I press the long rest button?
You can press the long rest button. Everyone can take their long rests.
Yay!
Yay!
Sweet, wonderful healing.
Is there any conversation you'd like to have?
Actually, I would like to speak to Kindle.
Yee.
So, I know last night was pretty traumatic. In case there's any doubt, I I'd just like to tell you my experience with that sword last night. So I have this thing. I can sense good and evil. It's more of like a sensing of auras. And not necessarily intent. However, last night I cast it just before I went to bed, just to see if there was anything else waiting for us. And that sword is an abyss so deep, I am truly scared. It exuded nothing but evil. Renji truly needs help. It wasn't him that did that to you. It scared me so badly, I changed. I don't know if you happened to see that before you go to bed, or you went to bed, but it... He needs our help. Or someone's help. And I'm not asking you to forgive him, but I think he needs friends.
Don't we all?
That's super true.
I am willing to help. On one condition.
Yeah?
I'm searching for something. For answers, obviously, as all of us are.
Of course.
I will be willing to help if you and the others are willing to help me.
I can say I'm in. I mean, I can't speak for anybody but myself, but I'm in. I think we'd all find more answers to our troubles with each other than searching on our own.
Well, better chances with numbers, correct?
Exactly. Different perspectives. Same information could mean entirely different things to different people.
All right. I am not against helping, as long as I can get some help as well.
100%. I wouldn't dare ask you otherwise.
Let's see if we can find any kind of information we can about that sword.
Yeah.
And while we're searching for answers on that, I'm searching for answers on an amulet.
Oh.
But it's not just any amulet. It is an amulet that can ward off magic entirely.
Oh. An artifact. That sounds like what I would consider an artifact. Something unique. Supremely powerful.
I'm searching for answers on it to see if there's a way that I can take it. It is currently in the hands of a monster.
Ling, make a history check with disadvantage.
I'm sorry, was that for me?
Yes, Ling, make a history check with disadvantage. Sometimes I
In
forget
fact,
that
Zoom just told me my internet connection is unstable.
Oh, okay.
no.
I'm about to say sometimes
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Sometimes I forget my DM voice also tends to drop a little quieter. Sometimes.
History is a 22.
With disadvantage?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not hear the disadvantage part. That is super cocked. 30-20.
You grew up in Baldur's Gate. You grew up on the streets in some of the rougher areas.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard rumors of lots of different types of people. And you've heard rumors of an individual, a man, who they say magic doesn't touch.
Oh.
Who is known for running an establishment. You don't know what kind, I mean, in a place that is impossible to find within Baldur's Gate. A underground to the underground.
Okay.
And because you rolled a dirty 20, underground to the underground called the playground. That's all you get.
Okay. So the underground
So
is
there's
a place,
the
and then the
underground,
playground
so
is
so
underneath?
there's like
Okay.
there's the dirty, darkest, most corrupt location in Baldur's Gate, and they say that there's a secret location that's even worse.
Okay, that's called the playground.
That is called the playground.
Okay. I was just confused at which underground was called the playground.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I got a little trapped in my metaphors there.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That actually reminds me of a rumor. Who you're looking for? I grew up on the streets of Baldur's Gate, and they say there's a man that magic cannot touch.
Precisely.
And it's hard to remember. They say he ran an establishment somewhere called the Playground. No, I'm not entirely sure if that was.
Make her save.
Oh!
Make her save.
Oh no!
With disadvantage because the word itself was said.
Oh no!
Oh, great! Oh,
Happy
boy.
brownie time.
Oh no!
Oh, damn!
Oh no!
Wow! I rolled a natural 20 on my highest roll.
And
I got a 6.
oh.
There is almost buzzing in your mind hearing it. You can almost, it's that moment when fear hits you and you can feel the blood draining from your face. You can feel that hit in your chest. You can hear every beat of your heart in your ears, and it is deafening. And you're heading in that direction.
God.
You tell me.
Oh no!
She starts to disassociate really hard. Like, really hard.
Do I see any of this?
I mean, you're in the cart with them. I'm sure you've been able to hear at least some of this conversation. Make an insight check.
I was just about to say, should I make an insight check here, or should I just keep talking like I don't notice that you're dissociating?
I'm a little stupid.
I'm gonna roll an insight. 13
It's not a
plus
high DC.
16.
16, you definitely notice it. Mimi, you know something's off. You can hear a change in the breathing. You can see Kendall has gotten pale. And there's a slight tremor within that heavy breathing.
Kindle?
Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. You good?
Ling is gonna take. Oh no, we're in a cart. I can't take steps.
Nope.
Fuck.
Nope. Nope. She's.
I'm so sorry that I've been picking on you so much.
It's fine. You know, I love it.
If it's too much, you just tell me. If it's getting close to too much, tell me.
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah, she's started to kind of like disassociate and all that, so she's now just she's gone.
Meeting
Sir?
up.
A cat mode. Go meow meow.
I immediately shrink into a fuzzy little football.
On her lap.
I walk up onto her lap and then I do the little turny thing and then the
Wait, but I thought you
biscuits.
couldn't go any smaller. I thought you'd still have to be. Like,
I can
kind of
turn into a
humanoid
small
size.
creature.
Okay.
It's still somewhat humanoid, but it a small-ish, maybe a large cat.
Basically
but
a
it's
tiny,
small.
just like if a tabaxi was the size of a halfling. Is what happens.
I could go as small as a gnome.
Mimi is gonna demand Keith. I'm like, you go on the left side of her face. And then she turns into her little Honduran white bat and goes to the right side of her face and just kind of like hugs.
Oh,
maybe
check
maybe-
first.
Dang it, Keith. You asshole.
damn it, Keith.
Yes.
Oh.
So Ling is turning circles and making biscuits in your lap before finally just kind of curling up into a ball and it starts purring.
That's a 24.
24.
Keith
This
is my
tiny
bitch
little-
now.
Tiny little Honduran bag goes on one side of your face. And the giant like vampire bat that is Keith just kind of like latches onto the other half of your face. Because that's what he was told to do. And he doesn't understand giving comfort. He's a closet.
It's okay. He's fuzzy. That's fuzz therapy. Hair therapy and fuzz therapy. Mimi is not a qualified professional, but that's what works with the girlies that she's been friends with, so
Cool. DM, would that pull me out of it?
It might. Well, roll. We'll see.
Also, does Phobe see this?
Oh,
Fove
well,
is driving the cart. Drove is just. Fove is like. And keep driving. Like.
did she see me turn into a bat?
I rolled a natural 18.
Natural 18. You are it's a little bit of that like pressure, different sensations that kind of gives you something to ground yourself with. So it doesn't take as long. It takes about like 15 minutes before you snap out of it. Fove does not notice you turned into a bat. She's like, oh, where'd she go?
She
The
saw
only
my
thing
tits.
she's rolling shitty at is perception.
She saw my tits the first day we met, and that was all she
That's
needed
all
to
that
see.
matters.
Yeah.
12 is a lech. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm a slut, so.
Group. Oh my god. Yeah, so you're able to snap out of it. You're still shaky. That pit in your stomach is still there. Your stomach is tight. But you're no longer dissociated.
I apologize.
Whose bat's on your face?
Yeah, she's just like.
Yeah, you got like a small bat cuddling you nicely, and the other one is like eye patch slapped across your head. There's a little bit of like, let's just
Mimi's like in bat, like go on her upper chest, like up towards the neck, and
now
then
like
Mimi's
rolls down your face and is now like splatted across.
and Mimi like shimmies over to the nose and like gives her a little, because she's got the big leaf Honduran nose, and she gives a little nose nuzzle, and then like climbs up to her forehead and just like chills there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, compress the head, compress the chest, put the lap in the cat in the lap.
Yeah.
She's
got the fuzz chakras aligned.
Yes, there we go. I love that.
Amazing.
Again, Mimi is not a qualified therapist, nor is she a qualified spiritual leader.
She'll just take a few deep breaths. I'm very sorry. We were talking about the amulet, right?
You hear from the cat on your lap. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that yes, that man in that place. Yes. He has it.
Okay. I forgot everything the DM told me now. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how to find it, but I guess we can start in the underground since it's supposed to be connected.
Hesitant chirp from the forehead.
I would prefer to stay away
from the underground. Affirmative click.
I can see why. That's just what the rumors stirred up in my brains. I apologize.
There's no need to apologize. I am very aware of that place.
Oh, okay.
If possible, I would like to avoid it.
Affirming click.
That makes sense.
If we have to go there.
Ooh, you good? All I heard was a nasty snap. As you break your own neck.
I'm good. I actually feel better now. The tension's been released.
Okay.
My God. I would prefer to stay away from the underground if that is possible. However,
Okay.
if
So
we
you're trying to
have
get
to
the amulet
go-
from him without going there.
I need to know about it. I need to
Oh.
find perhaps who made it, or if there's any properties that could render it useless.
I mean, and the cat just kind of looks over at the mall sitting in the corner. We could try crushing it. That's not magic.
Yes, that is not magic technically, but he is very big and very strong.
Well,
And
we have a
not
party now.
friendly.
That is understood. 100% understood. Well, we have a party now. You're not alone anymore.
That is true.
And, I mean, maybe we can find more help. We could all come up with some kind of plan to either distract, steal, or defeat this person. Whatever it is that can bring you relief, closure.
The only thing that will bring me closure is watching that entire place burn down.
That nose nuzzle.
I can get behind that plan.
You all hear a slight clicking of a bat. Mimi, you hear, how long do I have to sit here?
Mimi will poof back and be like, Kendall, you feeling good? Do you like the chest compression, or do you think you need some release?
I think I'm all right. Thank you.
Okay. Keith, you're good.
I made they're nice titties.
He's a
I
fiend.
mean, they're not Mimi's titties, but they're nice titties.
Well.
Yeah. There's a definite like moment where the bat just suddenly like throws its head back and like slowly crawls off of your arm. It's just like done.
The cat stays until requested.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
She'll give like head scritches for a second and say thank you.
Of course. Still staying.
It's just I really need a cat.
We can get you a cat.
We'll find you one in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
We'll find you one. Do you have a preference on color? And I just kind of start slowly shifting between the patterns of cats that I've seen.
She'll wait till it turns like ginger. That one. I want that one.
Do our best.
I would love a ginger cat.
Well, we'll look for a cat who needs lots of love and needs a nice home, and we'll give them that home.
As you all are talking, you start to notice that the crowds around your caravan have started to grow. More bustle as you are now approaching the outside of Baldur's Gate. It is a large city, sprawling, numerous districts, throngs of people. It is bustling, loud. You can already hear the barkers through the crowds claiming out for their wares. You can see small children running through, begging for scraps and stealing coins when they're denied. Also, the families running through, parents calling for their kids who are running ahead and playing. And you've reached Baldur's Gate. You're ready to see what you can find here, any information you might see towards these strange books that have made their way into Candlekeep. And that is where we will pick it up next time. Right at the gates of Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna die.
Damn.
All right.
What a fucking session.